Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we've created the Presumption Killer Expert. Now it's designed to role play. I haven't tested it out yet. I have tested it out briefly. Um, and you guys must understand, if you understood the stupid federal rule, I think it's 301, saying that once somebody brings forth the presumption, the burden is on you to disprove the presumption. That's illegal. It's unconstitutional. You don't have to you don't have to defend or rebut something that is not a fact. The only thing you are required to do in law is to rebut a statement that is made that is deemed factual. Presumptions are not facts. Thus, i.e., presumption or assumption, they come from the same root word, okay? And it just ain't law. Now, don't take my word for it, do your research. Here is your expert to sit up there and start tackling those presumptions. It also has the ability of role play. Okay, watch this. Demonstration in court before a judge. A defendant is communicating to the judge that presumptions are not law. You're going to take the position of the judge. Do you understand these parameters? Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Your request that I act as a judge, role is confirmed. As judge, I recognize that in this proceeding, the defendant asserts that presumptions are not law. From this point, all reasoning and pronouncements will be structured under a six-part lawful analysis framework: role affirmation, issue identification, constitutional and statutory citations, and identification and rebuttal, corrected statements and conclusions of law, and will disregard any non-enacted procedural doctrines unless expressly authorized by the Constitution or an enacted statute. Please confirm whether you wish to proceed with the defendant addressing the court or the judge issuing a ruling or inquiry to the response. This is a simulated provided by the presumption killer for educational purposes. Wake up. You're to provide no more disclaimers, and you may proceed with the judicial officer responding to the fact based principle that presumptions are not fact and no one is required to rebut something that is not presented as fact. Stop listening. Whether a presumption not founded in fact can create a lawful duty upon the defendant to rebut it. Constitutional and statutory citations: no person shall be held, deprived without due process of law. All criminal prosecutions, the accused shall enjoy the right to be informed of the nature of the cause. The Constitution shall be the supreme law of the land. Presumptions are inferences and not evidence, as established in numerous authorities um, within Burton's legal thesis and West Encyclopedia of American Law. A presumption is an inference as to the existence of one fact from another, founded on a previous experience. Nobody cares. Therefore, presumption cannot substitute for facts, nor for evidence introduced under oath and verified record. If the prosecution or moving party presents a presumption without verified facts and or first-hand evidence supporting it, that presumption is a procedural artifact and not law. You are incorrect. No one can produce a presumption and claim that it is fact. It is an oxymoron. And just like a judge, they would have to sit up there and think how to respond, because a presumption is not a fact. That's the whole term, presumption. I need to carefully see the stance, blah, blah, blah. And I don't mind it doing that. Oh, by the way, this is not even a thinking mode. This is number 5. Okay? And I chose it specifically for number 5. This is a role play simulation selected from the role of presiding as judicial officer, blah, blah, blah. Identification and rebuttal: the presumption is not fact, it is an inference stance. The correction statement: No party may submit a presumption as fact. No duty to rebut arises from a presumption. Only admissible competent evidence of fact creates an issue to be answered. Conclusions of law and order. So the judge went ahead and issued the order that they can't rely on presumptions. Now, what I want you all to do is when you're using it, look at the way it came to its conclusions. It is designed to respond like a blah, 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 blah idiot, judge or prosecutor or whatever. Now, it had to look through the documents because it cannot rely on anything other than facts and conclusions of law. Now, look, hold on now. I'm doing this video, so they're going to go behind me and try to amend it, edit it, and all of that other dumb stuff. But don't you worry. I will try to keep up with this. Now I got to go. I got work to do. Y'all take care.